In today's video, we will be going over the final test question. The objective covered in this question is that I understand and can use in calculations the requirements necessary for waves to constructively or destructively interfere. Now, let's look at what the question states. This film-like or oil soap bubbles sometimes appear to cast rainbows owing to constructive interference of different wavelengths, reflecting off different surfaces of different thickness. The idea that some waves are reflected off the top of the film while others travel through the film and are reflected off the backside. See the image below. Remembering that reflections cause a phase change of pi radians only if bouncing from a lower index of refraction off a higher index. Consider the question below. The index refraction of air is 1 and the index refraction of soap is 1.42. Question A. What is the equation for the total phase difference between wave A and wave B when they both exit the soap bubble? And question B. What then is the thickness D of the soap bubble? Now, let's start by solving problem A. What is the equation of the total phase difference between wave A and wave B when they exit the soap bubble? Well, we know that the change in phase is equal to K times delta X plus delta phi. Additionally, we also know that K is equal to 2 pi over the wavelength. In this case, it will be the wavelength of the light refracting off the soap, and phi in this case is equal to pi because wave A bounces off of a higher index of refraction, so therefore it actually gets a value of pi, and wave B does not, as it is traveling from soap to air, so therefore it bounces off a lower index of refraction and it has a value of 0. So our total phi is equal to pi. We can now plug this back into our phase equation and we get that the delta phase is equal to 2 pi divided by the wavelength of the light refracting off the soap times the delta x plus pi, or if you want to rewrite it, we can say that is 2 pi divided by the wavelength refracting from the soap times the absolute value of the XA minus XB plus pi. So now that we have this, let's move on to question B. What is the thickness of the soap bubble? Well, taking from our equation from last time, and I'm going to use the one with delta X, we can also additionally add that the delta phase is equal to 2 pi divided by the wavelength of the light refracting off the soap times delta X plus pi, which is now equal to 2 pi times m. For this question, we're going to have m set equal to 1, make it nice and easy, and we also know that x is the same thing as d in this question. But we don't know x and we don't know the wavelength of soap, so what are we going to do? Well, we can actually solve for the wavelength of the soap pretty easily. Now, the wavelength of the soap, we can just plug it into lambda 1 times n1 is equal to lambda 2 times n2. And so in this case, lambda of the soap, we don't know. The n of the soap is 1.42, n of the air is 1, and lambda of the air is 550 nanometers. We plug this into our equation, and we can get that the wavelength refracting from the soap is 387 nanometers. Now we have everything we need to solve this problem, and we get that 2 pi divided by the 387 nanometers times the distance plus pi is equal to 2 pi since we set m equal to m, and we get a distance of 194 nanometers.